what's going on, Roller YouTube? My name is Pat, and this is my little video about King of the Hill, and not just King of the Hill, but my prediction for the very last episode of King of the Hill, and I think you're going to find this is a very astute observation, and possibly will come out agreeing with me on this, and that is, quite frankly, that the last episode is going to reveal that Bobby is indeed not Hank's real biological son, and in fact, Buck Strickland's biological son. Now think about this. This makes a lot of sense. Bobby Hill looks nothing like Hank, has none of his personality, and in fact, both looks and acts in every single way like someone who would be the son of Buck Strickland. He's fat, overweight, non-athletic, obsesses over women, is a lush for life, and can't be serious for 5 seconds, and really big into comedy. All these are like Buck Strickland. Peggy Hill, on the other hand, despises Buck Strickland. And no, I'm not implying that she had an affair. What I'm saying is that Hank Hill, because of his narrow urethra, was unable to give Peggy a child, so Peggy goes behind Hank's back and goes to her opinion of who she finds the most father figure to Hank, and which would be Buck Strickland over Cotton, and gets the sperm from him donated by him to have the son. And whatchamacallit, and basically despises him because of it in the long run. And that's the reason why she wants Hank having nothing to do with Buck Strickland. And I think, like I said, it makes sense that she would pick Buck Strickland over, say, Cotton Hill, because Buck is more of a father figure to Hank than Cotton ever was. Anyways, yeah, there's some other signs though in it too, and I've always thought this, and today's the May 3rd, 2009, and I'm making this video mainly to have prove to everyone out there for bragging rights to say, see, I predicted this for the last episode, and what I think is going to happen for the last episode is they're going to play it up like Dale's finally going to go ahead and find out that Joseph isn't really his son, and in the end have it turn out that it's Bobby, if it's not Hank's son, and that's going to be the episode that pursues. And at the end of the episode, I'm going to even further this prediction down to a single scene, and I'm going to predict that Dale Gribble actually has a line, like with Hank at the end, where it's basically Dale Gribble is comforting Hank, and so reveals that he's always known that Joseph isn't really his son. And says something along the lines of, "It's okay, Hank," or whatever, "you'll get used to it, I got used to Joseph." And that's going to be my prediction, and the gag is going to be that he's always known. And that Hank's actually the fool. And I have some other reasons to believe this, though, too. Just this last episode, where they had Hank flush Cotton's ashes down the toilet, there was a line where Bobby's like, "Hey, you guys don't dance, like, why is that? Where do I get that from?" or whatever, and they kind of tiptoe around it. And I think that's going to be a big part of it. And also, the whole point and pinnacle of the series and Hank's character is his pride with Bobby. The pilot episode was about how Child Services was going to take Bobby away from him, and, he about kicked the government pencil pusher's ass over it. And that's kind of the point of it, and that Bobby's his blood and all this, and the most deconstructive piece you can do on Hank Hill would be to take away that element. But that's his only thing that he's got going for him. He has a shitty father. He gets taken advantage by his employer. He's got not really that hot of a wife, but I guess they've got some kind of marriage going. But the most important thing to him in all of his life, though, is his son. And even when it doesn't put it in your face, it really always comes back to that. So to take that out from underneath Hank would destroy his character. And it's probably the most dramatic thing that you can do in the series. And it's really what I think is going to end up being the last episode. So, Mike Judge, if you're watching, I'm sorry if I'm ruining anything for you or just, getting it pinned down. But I do love your work, and I do hope to see other stuff. And if any other Mike Judge fans out there, other than me, good on you. The guy is a great comedian, and I love all this stuff, and look forward to seeing his next project after these, 15 years, wow, of King of the Hill. It's been a good 15 years, but I could definitely see some more Mike Judge stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.